What's up, DJ fan? Welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. My name is Diego, also known as DJ Pretty Boy, alongside my boy Shay, also known as DJ Shay. And together we started this journey to talk about DJ related content, such as tips and tricks, our experiences, our knowledge, and just share it with you guys. So whether you are a seasoned DJ or a new DJ just getting started, this is the spot to be. And with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this intro.
Yo,
You already know, one more video, another show, another episode of Start to Spin. And today we decided to do something different, something more fun. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna let Shay explain it to you guys, but it's just gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire.
yes, sir. We got a fun one today. So I thought it'd be fun if we just did like kind of go a trip down memory lane and see sort of how far we've come with our setups. And then for fun, kind of rate them too, and talk about things. What obviously things are going to get better, but what we could have done better, things that we see, and it's all for fun, So if anyone watching, if you guys have your own setups that you want to send in to us right now on the show, we'll like pop them up on the screen and talk about them too, and give you a fun rating. And by no means are any of our setups, perfect or even close to that. But the point is, just to have some fun looking at some old setups, and then also talking about things that make setups look good versus things that don't. And also, I also want to say the point isn't to if you have the more equipment or newer equipment, that's not necessarily mean a higher score. The things we're looking at more are just how everything looks. Everything looks like symmetrical. Things look nice and tidy and clean. To me, that's the most important thing. And then, it's all subjective. So, whatever we say, people might disagree with. But it's all for fun. This isn't supposed to be anything serious.
Yeah. So for sure, we literally had to dig into that chest, the memory chest, and took out some pictures, maybe some videos, anything that we can bring out to remember where we started from, and just to have fun. We're not trying to hurt each other's feelings or anything like that. So he doesn't know what I'm gonna show. I don't know what he's gonna show. But at the end of the day, it helps us to remember how we started and where we at right now. And we have a good chemistry anyway. So it's understandable. And again, if you guys want to send yours and you want us to pop it up here and rate it, send it to my email. I put it there, roca430@gmail.com. Send it to my email and I'll go ahead and download it and put it in here, and then we'll talk about it. And also, once we put our stuff up, we will talk about our thought process, why we went this way, why we went this route. Especially when you're new, you don't know anything, and it's just gonna be. I think it's gonna be really fun. So, do you want to start? You want me to start?
You have like a slideshow, right? Maybe you can start, and then let's see how it goes, because yours is. You can kind of go through that.
All right, so I'll start. So let me go ahead and present actually share my second screen. Do some entire screen here, and we're gonna do entire screen, second one. All right, so hopefully you guys can see it.
Let me see. Hold on, let me adjust us. All right, that's good.
Okay,
that's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, so this is the first event obviously when I started at home. Then this is my first setup. Literally, it was a Gemini Slave 4 with a iMac, and all my YouTube rip music was in here, because at this point I didn't know there was DJ pools or anything like that. And obviously we just I just play music as you see me there. Oh, also I had the Gemini's speaker here that I
On
purchased
ground.
like $300. So now this one doesn't really count as like an event because there's really not much of a setup. There's
And
that's all.
you're sitting down.
Yeah, I'm sitting there and like my look at my light. It's a Christmas.
Oh, is that the yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
the
Christmas
thing.
light. That was it. That's all I had. So
All right, I'm gonna give this one a rating. I'm gonna say for what you have, right?
yeah.
For the things you have there, I'm gonna give this one a 6.
Okay. I think
Because I think
you're being nice, but I
no,
would. I would give
I'm
you
saying
better.
for what you have there, like what you're working with.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, it's in a house, so it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
not crazy. But yeah,
For
so
your what
I
I
will give
like,
myself. I will give my setup like this one, maybe like a 5. Like it's
mm,
based on the
yeah,
circumstances. That's as a house, and it's like this was a free event. Like
oh
you
yeah,
get what
yeah,
you get. But and I was just starting. I was just getting myself out there playing music for people and things like that. It was nothing too serious.
yeah. And you're
So
obviously using a table that they like from the house, like their coffee table or something to
yeah,
DJ on.
yeah, it was an end
So
table actually.
yeah,
So
so you're like you're making do with what you have.
yeah, and this is another picture. This was actually my I want to say my first or second event that I was doing for my youth group, the Chantilly youth group that I used to be part of, and I I started with this, and then down here in the bottom you can't see it, but you could my house radio speakers were down there, and it was connected to the back of my Mac.
Yeah,
So yeah, so and this was again, it's free. I was just there to help because we didn't have money. And then after that, here's another event that I did, another free event for our youth group, and then you can see Pee Wee too there. At
nice.
this time, I already have my Gemini speaker. You see in the bottom.
Oh, it's on the
I already
bottom.
have
Yeah,
it.
I like that. Wait, so
And
did you not have a stand at this point, or is it you just
no,
weren't using
no, I
them?
didn't have a stand.
Oh, you didn't have them. Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
didn't have a stand. That's all I had. And then this light, one of my friends let me borrow this light because I didn't have light either. So
That light is crazy. I've never seen a light like that before.
yeah, it was old though. It was
It's
old.
big.
Yeah. So after that, my thought process, because from this event, this lady that worked at a daycare, she heard about me, and also my sister worked at this daycare, so they were having an event, and then they hired me to do the event. So and then you see me here, and now for this one, I do gotta say the Mac is mine, the controller is mine. One Gemini speaker was mine. The other two speakers that you see here, let me bring it back real quick, like right there. These two speakers that you see here, one of my friends let me borrow it
Yeah.
because it was an outdoor event and the place was really long. So I was like, I'm gonna need more than one speaker, and
Yeah.
so I got one of my friends to let me borrow the stuff, and he did. Now I know at this point I was just more worried about me playing music than taking
What
care
it
of
looked like.
cords and things like that. Like it's a mess. Everything is a mess in there.
Yeah, that's what I
But
said. This was gonna be a 2 for me.
yeah, for me too. Shit, that's a 1. Like it's horrible. Like I could, if I could tell myself that person back then, I'll be like,
Yeah.
please, at least make your cables neat. But in myself, like I was not thinking about that. I was just worrying about playing the music, and having fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
from here, another lady heard me playing, and she had a cousin or a sister that was getting married, and that's where I got my first wedding. That was my first wedding.
Mm.
But before I got my first wedding, my wife's uncle's birthday party was happening, and then I offered to DJ as the birthday present. So, I'm good, I'm good at DJing, but I was like, hey, I'll DJ if you guys want me to, and hey, free DJ, so free music, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So by then I already bought speaker stands because, mind you, every single time I was doing all these events, besides the one for the youth, the Chantilly youth group that was free, but like this event, I got paid for this event, and then from the money that I made, I would start investing on other things. Like I knew that I needed another speaker, I knew that I needed stands, so I was like, no, I gotta do something. So now we have this one. We have now you see the stand. Then I purchased the spider lights, and then I bought the the two EVs. I still have the jellyfish type of thing, but I bought the EVs, the stands. I bought the new controller because right after the event, it was the wedding. So this was like a week or 2 weeks before the wedding. Then the wedding came, and this is me at the wedding.
There
And
you go.
at this time, wait, hold on. You gotta rate my joint though. This one.
All right, this one.
Cables are still not 100%, but at least they're hideable, like more than the other one.
I'm gonna give this one a 4 because I'm gonna give it higher than the other one because you tried with the cables, and I like the tablecloth is covering a lot of the cables and stuff. Like you have a long tablecloth now. But the reason I'm not giving it higher is because it's kind of like asymmetrical with the speakers. Like one of them is like up against the wall and like over, like that one's there.
Yeah.
And then the other one is a little farther away, so it looks a little like asymmetrical like that.
That was another thing that I did not have I didn't have space because the table was a 6-foot table. As you can see, it's huge.
Yeah.
But again, the table is huge, so it's a 6-foot table. For my little stuff, like I didn't have a lot. I only had my controller and my computer. So I needed a 4-foot table so I could put the speaker here. I didn't have a 15-foot cable. My XLR cable was like a 10 or something. So very short. Yeah, so I didn't have that. Like again, and with all this, I was still learning that there was different size of cables. I was still learning that there was what do you call it, like XLR cables, RCA cables, half quarter inch, like all of that. I was still learning, but I was getting there. Then like I said, I transitioned to this. That's when I got my Phoenix PTUs too. No, not my Phoenix. I think this is an SM58. I got one SM58, but let me just play it. So I have and then from here I transitioned to a Mac. Now I'm not using the big iMac anymore. I was using the MacBook Pro. I purchased a MacBook Pro. I had a hard drive for my music, so a little more legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this one's good.
And then let me put it back. Yeah, and then those are the two speakers that I have with speaker stands. The jellyfish.
Jelly's down there.
And then down here, you'll see there was another light that one of my other friends let me borrow. I think it's in the other. Yeah.
It's on the bottom.
So in here, and again, the cables are messy. Like you saw it right there.
Yeah.
This light right here at the bottom. It's a three-way like this. It's a three-way light. I don't know what it's called, but.
This one I like this one. Obviously, you're working with what you have. So for what you have, I'd give this one a 7 because I like how you thought about, like, even though you were still starting out, you obviously thought about where you should put the speakers, and you did the extra work and you put them in the middle of the room when it would probably, it was obviously easier to put them next to you.
Yeah.
And then you also thought about putting the lights like kind of in a place where, rather than just putting them all on top of the table and just like figuring it
Yeah.
out. You know,
So
you
also
try to,
by this time, I already knew, like, the different sizes the cables have, and all of that. Also, if you see here, I made a hole on the tablecloth so I can
oh
get them
yeah,
in. You can't
oh
tell, but
that's what it is.
yeah. So I did that.
Yeah, see, you can
Run
tell. That's
cable.
good. That bumps it up a point. That bumps it up to an 8.
Okay, so
Because you're trying.
I
It's not, I mean, you know, like obviously you could see it, but it's like
yeah,
it's what you have. You know, you're trying. There's you can tell that you were like being mindful about what you were trying to do.
yeah. I was trying to be, like you said, mindful, and I was trying to show, like, the cleanest I could with
Yeah.
what I knew, knowledge wise. Because trust me, right at this point, I was more nervous about, like, my first wedding, and even though it was a very laid back wedding, there was no presentations, like, no huge ceremony or anything like that. They just got married, and then they wanted to have a party. Like, 2 weeks later, they decided to have a party. So, and this was it. So, and again, I didn't have much stuff, but I wish, now that I look back at it, that I could clean up these cables a little more. I
Yeah.
wish that I would have done that. But again, once you start, you're not really worrying about the cable stuff. You're more worried about, like, playing the music and for them to have fun. And that was the thing. I didn't really see anything more of it than just plugging everything up, making sure that everything works, and play music. So I give myself, for this one, I like the fact that I was thoughtful enough to put the speakers on the sides, because the room was like a rectangle. So I
Yeah.
I centered the speakers a little, and I tilt the speakers to, like, each side to grab every single corner. And I thought that was very, very mindful. And so I want to give myself either like a 7 or 8 too, because
Yeah.
with what I had, and I've done like a big jump money wise too,
Hmm.
to my Pro, and then my SX2. And I just don't want to forget, shout out to my boy Rafael. He was the one that actually helped me out, to get all this stuff. And he was one of the ones, besides my wife, that believed in me, to do this. He was the one that actually helped me out with getting the stuff. Because at that time, I was broke, bro. I was broke, and he was the one that actually put his credit. And
Oh
he
shit,
got a
man.
he got
That's awesome.
a credit card from Guitar Center.
What's he
And
doing now? Is he like involved in DJing or anything?
no, he does air conditioning, heating. He has
Oh, cool.
a business or with that.
Well, that's awesome
Um,
though that
yeah,
he did that for you though.
yeah, it was cool. Like, we're really good friends. And then, like, I've already played this one, so that's where he shows up. So this is my other setting. There's a bartender. But anyways, so after that, and I was after that, and few more events that I had during my, like, house parties and things like that, because I was still not big on this. I mean, I'm not saying I'm big now, but I'm more known than
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
I started, like, doing house parties, house parties, house parties, house parties, and I started, like, saving up until my sister's uh my sister's quince came, and she wanted me to DJ the event. And I was like, "Are you sure? Like,
yeah.
I'm still learning." Like, and she was like, "No, I still want you to do it." So I had a friend that he was a DJ, and he used to DJ for the clubs and things like that. But he, like, stopped, and he was kind of like retiring, even though he's like maybe like 2 years older than me. But he was retiring, so he told me that I could use his stuff because
Oh, nice.
so I came up with this. I purchased the facade
Soccer
because
goal.
Hmm?
Soccer goal.
Yeah. So I purchased the facade because it was easy for me to, like, cover the cables and all the mess in the back. But he had all this stuff, and oh my god, this to put this together is like hideous. You need like 2 people to do this.
Yeah, because you have to
I
like
hate
keep the. Yeah, that's tough, man.
I hated it, but at the same time, it was helping me. You know, like I anything that I could use, I would take it. So
Yeah.
did this, and then I also bought the spider lights, as you can see here, and
Mhm.
I try to like rub the cables around as much as I could, but
No, it looks for everything for none of that stuff being wireless. Like all that stuff is has to be connected to each other. For that, it looks pretty clean. Like for the truss, because I've seen ones that I've seen pictures on like YouTube and stuff of those that look so bad. It's like cables hanging down everywhere and like all this crazy shit. So for that, it
yeah,
looks
so
pretty good.
I tried to make it as clean as possible. And the only thing that I hated about the cables is that it was too short. So how to like you see the orange head right here? That's an
Mhm.
extension. How to use an extension for both sides. And at this time, I didn't know that speaker skirts existed. So until I figure it out, and then I was like, oh, I didn't know like that existed. So, but anyways, the only thing I didn't like about this setup, and it's not my fault, is just like the plug. It's all the way at top. Why do venues put the plug so up up high, like unnecessary? And at that time, I didn't have I didn't have a black cable, so I had to use this one is black and red. So how to use that one? That's the only one I had an extension cord, so I use that. But then
Mm.
besides that, like everything else, I think is like kind of neat. And like I tried to tug the cables as much as I could, but like this one came off from the. You can tell there's tape here. I taped it, but I guess it came off. So,
Right, right, right.
but this one, I'll give this one like an 8. I think this one, like from how I started to this, it came. I I think it came,
Yeah.
and for all the stuff that it's involved, I think it's not that bad. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
I'm gonna give this one a 6, just because that the wire not talking about the goal, but the wires
on the
on the
floor.
speakers I feel like could be cleaner.
Okay, yeah,
The one on the right, especially that little cord that's just like hanging down there.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Maybe
So
like
that's why I
I
think
need
that's
to
why I would say that on this one.
I'll change
But
my. I'll
the
change
goal itself, like for what it is, it's like one of the cleaner ones that I've seen, because those things are like there's no way it has to be super messy, because it's you have to connect wires to each of those things.
Yeah, yeah, you do. So, all right. So I'll give myself a 7 on this one. I
Oh
changed my
yeah,
mind.
average
And you
8
give me
and
a 6.
6.
Okay, so that's fine. Okay, then after that, I figure out that they skirt existed. So I did this. I put skirts on it. Now it
Mm.
covered more. It looked nicer.
There.
And
So now I would give you for this. Now I give you the 8 for now.
this is my other wedding setup. This is
Yeah.
another wedding that I did, and like here's the jellyfish thing. You see the butterflies type of thing. So
Yeah.
that's the jellyfish in the bottom, and then my spider lights. Those four. I want to say they're Pocket Pros, but I don't know if they are. And then whatever the ones on the top, you can't see it because it's for some reason it's big, but the stingers or whatever you want to call it, and my EVs and this goals, which I'm telling you, I didn't like this. Like the goal, I hated it. So I started saving up more money, and then I find out the Rogueville totems, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, let me buy this. So I bought this, and then I went from here to this.
Yeah. That's a game changer right there. That's the biggest. Bro,
Yeah,
honestly, this one with what you're working with, like this one is a 9 to me.
yeah,
And the reason I'm not giving it a 10, and this is being picky, is because you have the white scrims, but then you have like black moving heads and black, like it's black and white, like some stuff, like the black lights and stuff. But
yeah.
like everything,
My
it's
thought
9.
process,
It's a 9.
my thought process in regards to this is just like like a men's tuxedo is black and white. So
Mm,
that's how I see it. And back then, like the only fixture that I could buy, I could afford, was a Pocket Pros, because I got them for 750, two for seven
yeah,
fifty,
yeah,
and they didn't come in white. They only had it in black. So I had to get what I had to get. And then
Yeah,
the speakers, I didn't know that they have white speakers.
yeah,
And if they do, it's like $100 or $200 more.
yeah, man.
I'm limited. And then at that time, I
No, but
already had.
yeah, that's you're taking all the same stuff you had before and you turning it into that. Like that's a game changer. Like from going from the goal to this is like, to me, this is a whole nother. This is like different level,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And but here I was already getting myself known out there, so I was getting more
Yeah,
money, and I was investing more into my business. So then after this one, I got the Middle Eastern, what's it called? The Middle Eastern with the Peruvian event, and I knew that
right,
that was gonna be huge in a very nice looking venue. So I was like, I need to go all out on this one, because from this one I can get a lot. So
right.
I came up with this one now, and like I said, here you see this facade. After this event, I had like a couple events, but on one of those house party events, they got really drunk and they broke my facade, so I had to buy a new one, and I changed it to this one.
That sucks.
That way, this one matches more with, like, because I have two white ones and two
Yeah, it's
black.
more black and white.
So now I felt like it matches more, like it makes more sense. And
Yeah,
then I had
I like the other one. I like the other facade more, but yeah, this one has the black and white, so that's
yeah,
good.
but this one's more like slick, more like, I feel like this is more fancy looking.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this one looks more like Timu looking,
Yeah.
like cheaply made, right?
That's the
But
rock. That first one's the Rockville facade, I think, right?
yeah, this one's a Rogueville facade, and this one, I bought it from Amazon, so I don't know, but I thought that it makes sense because, one, it was cheaper than the other one, and two, it was the black frame, and then you have like the black and white scrims, and then I
Right.
could do interchangeable, so I could change it with any of them, and I can choose any moving heads. So I thought that, like, that was a good purchase. This box right here, that's just the props
Yeah,
for
that's
the
somebody else.
crazy hour. That's not
Yeah,
they put.
man, this looks legit, dude. I would say like with all the stuff you have here, like just the cleanliness of this is a 10.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Oh, it took me a long time to get this, but also to learn how to be clean. Because
Yeah.
as you see, little by little, I started getting like more cleaner in every single picture I show you, until I got to the point I was like, okay, I understand how to like go about this, wrapping it, and going from here to here. So yeah, I want to give myself with this one. You know what? I'm gonna give myself with this one like a 9.5, because I think 10 it has to be perfection, and I think that now I have gotten to like that point where my setup is neatly, cables are like set up neatly. So I want to get this one. I think for me is like a 9.5
Yeah.
for me. So
Now,
after
yeah, now it's all subjective too. It's like, all right, you can make
yeah,
the argument that like, all right, you could get different lights and this and that, but for
for
everything you
what it
have
is,
here and how you set it up, that's what I give it a 10, you know?
yeah. So
But here's a
this,
Smiley's here though. What's up, Smiley?
oh, what's up, Smiley?
He says, "Hey, my photo booth props are from Timu." So he says, "Don't talk shit on Timu. These look dope though. Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, thank you.
Send us yours. Email it
Yeah,
to Diego. We'll pop it on the screen."
yeah. Send it to us, man. We'll pop it on the screen. We'll talk about it, and we'll rate it too. But it's all love. We're not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. It's just all
Yeah.
love.
But now what I'm gonna say is now that setup wise, but now it's time to replace the spider light. So let's see if the spider lights are still there in the next one. In the next
Oh, I know. I grew
upgrade.
out of that. So the next one,
Yeah, there we go.
I got to the point that I was able to change the speakers too, because I was like, yeah, I need some. I want something different.
Yeah.
And column arrays came up, and I was like, ooh, the Maui 44 G2s they just look dope. Like, look so nice, so easy to like set up and everything. So I was like, boom, I'll just buy them. So I bought that. I invested on that. I also invested on like the wash effect hexes because I wanted a different look than just moving heads. So I got the wash effect hexes, and then now you see my facade is all it's all black. This is an all black setup, and as you see my my um my command center type of thing, it's my lavish booth that I built, but I still had to use this because all the cables were showing, and I wasn't happy with it, so I covered it with this, and then I taped every single cable, so you can't see like the the dirtiness of like everything is clean. And obviously I purchased the above lightings too. So I purchased all the above lighting IR4s to go around the venue. And I think that this now we're talking to me, this is a 10. This setup is a 10.
I'm gonna say
cables.
the setup, yeah, the speakers, like the speakers and everything are great. Like this is not because of the equipment, but the thing is gonna take away, I would say, 2 points for me to make it an 8 is how this, I don't know how this facade works, but you can see all the, like it's all like wavy, and then you're seeing the black, like I mean the white thing in there. So I don't know how
is the thing, the what's it called?
the frame.
No, it's not the frame. The white thing is the thing that sticks with the
Oh, Velcro.
Yeah, the Velcro. That's
Oh,
the white thing.
Velcro is white.
It's the Velcro.
Yeah,
So
that's
when I
weird.
got it, it came like that. So I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
But it's all like looks all wavy and stuff. So that's the facade just looks a little weird like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think at that point, like it might have moved because it has a little like steps in the bottom.
Oh, like
That,
a
and
line.
this
Thing, I don't even have my facade that I had was white. It was only had white scrims, and it was a white border.
Yeah. Well,
But this one is probably
another thing that
interchangeable.
doesn't help was that this floor was tile, and then it was unbalanced. It wasn't labeled. Like everything was not on the same level. It was a little up, a little down. So that's probably why it looks like that. But like an overall look from what I started to the main one to now,
all black.
yeah, to me, and this is my regular events venue. Well, without the Mario 44 G2s, because I still use my EVs when it's a regular pop on venues. But if it's like a wedding or a quince, I do use my 44 G2s and anything. And then after that, so I just put everything that I had and I put it all together, and I came out with this. Obviously, I take aside all this like stands that they put in front of my.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
That's interesting. That's the first time I've seen like someone put the totems in front like that. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah. So
like,
and funny thing is,
in front of you.
The reason why I did this is because on one of my weddings, my space was so short because I was in a corner, and
you couldn't spread out.
I was in a corner, and I didn't have no space. So I was like, you know what? How about we put the moving heads in the front, and then the wash effects in the back, but in a like a triangle type of thing. So it looks nicer. That way, the moving heads hit more to the center of the dance floor, and then the wash effect hexes give the the wash that we want. So that's what I came up with. And
the other thing I've seen people do is like you set the totems in the front like down a little bit, like not the same height. Like maybe put them like 2 feet lower or whatever. I don't know how much you adjust, but you put it a little bit lower so it's like a level. There's like one level here, and then the ones behind them are like a higher level.
Yeah, so I usually have my Pocket Pros on one hold down, but on this one I had it all up because I needed the spotlight to the dance floor was really close to me.
Oh yeah, so you need the
needed
angle.
The spotlight to hit the specific part of the dance floor, so I needed it as high as I could, to use to put it there. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
besides that, I usually have this like one size down.
So hold on, Smiley said, I was wondering why many DJs have the speakers really close to them. I understand yours seems the space was small. Yeah, and then this one, I mean, there's literally a guy, there's like tables right next to you too. So
Yeah, there's really no space. There's literally no space for this one. And the cable that you see right next to my sub, it's not mine. That's the lady for the guitar.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
that's not mine.
Well, you'll see, Smiley, you'll see in my setups, the reason I put them close to me is because it's less cable that you have to run and less cable that you have to hide too. That's also why I do it close by, because then you're not having the cables like running on the ground away from you. So I do it because of that mainly.
Me too. I try to run the least cable I can because I don't, it's less to worry about when it comes to setup. But if I need to put my speakers farther out, I do have both. I have a 50-foot XLR cables too. If I need them, I can use them.
Yeah.
But
you can use. I have them to use too, but it's more like it's so much more work when you have to run those cables. You gotta make them. I mean, you gotta make it look nice too. So it's out of the way. But yo, Jason, what's up, man? Jason's back.
You're doing well, bro.
Yo, man, I've seen Jason's got to drop a couple of awesome gig logs too. They've been great. He said he just upgraded his speakers, sick, and got the EKX12 tops and EKX15 subs. Should arrive in a few days. I'm stoked. Damn, dude, EKX15s. Those are gonna bump.
The EKX is a great line. Like, it's the best line. Obviously, the ETX is the best, but for the type of events that Jason does, or I do, or you do, Shay, I think that the EKX is sufficient enough. It can handle a very good amount of people.
Yeah.
It can handle a homecoming event.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, especially you got 15 subs, and then but I remember Jason was talking about getting the 44 G2s. So it sounds like you ended up going the traditional speaker top and sub route.
He wanted a point source.
Yeah, I went for the point source route.
Point source. But
nice. Let us know. Let us know what. Well, first of all, if you want, Jason, send us some of your setups, or you can send us a setup once you get the EKX. I'm sure you drop a gig log too. We could send one of those because that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I put my email there. So if you guys want to send me any of your setups, so we can talk about it, your thought process or things like that, and we can rate them and just have fun and enjoy it. So he said he wanted to stay with the point source. He has the 200-person wedding coming up.
Yeah. So do you think yours could what's like the maximum guest you say for the 44 G2s?
I honestly think that it has to do a lot with the venue. Sometimes like this event that I did right here, supposedly the venue is very small, but it says that it can hold up to 120 people. Yeah, 120, but it's very small. Like there was only like, I want to say like 8 tables, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, there was only like 8 tables, and it was crowded. So, but it was like a lot. It was loud enough. I think the 44 G2s can hold up to 200, maybe 250, pushing it. But depending on where you set up on the venue that you are.
Bro, and Jason says this is another valid point. My wife will let me spend $6K. Those things are so expensive.
It took me about 2 to 3 weeks to like process it and explain it to my wife that I was gonna make this purchase of an $8,000 speaker.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with tax and bags and stuff. Like you're at like 8K, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that's
like
crazy.
It's like 7,800.
That's wild.
And the thing is, like, I had it already like ready to pay and everything, and for some reason I really wanted them, but I just couldn't click the pay button.
Bro, that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, and then I called my daughter and I was like, hey, can you just press the button because I can't do it. And she was like, which one? This one, boom, and she clicked it, and she's like, okay, purchase. And I was like, ah. So yeah, it was like, I can say, and Pee Wee can also back me up. It is one of the best purchases we've ever made. I am beyond happy. Like I cannot stress enough how easy the setup is, how easy it is to like set it up, break it down, take it home, especially with the rock and roller. We just put it on the rock and roller and boom, we're out. So
Yeah.
it's perfect for us. We love it. We all love it. We love it so much that we like, how I said that I was gonna use my EVs for regular parties and I was only gonna use the 44 G2s for weddings and quinces. It's gotten to the point that I barely want to use my EVs because
it's
it's
so easy.
much easier, much easier to set up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just like it so much that I want to use it to all of my events. Obviously, I'm not gonna take them to house parties. There's no point. This thing is gonna like break windows.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point source thing. But anyways, so this is like I want to say my final setup. Obviously, without counting my lavish booth that I have here. I'll look for a picture of that one because that's the only one I'm missing. For some reason, I don't think I have a picture. I have videos, but I don't think I have a picture of my setup with my lavish booth.
And Jason said, I got a package deal with all the bags, XLR cables, EV wired mic, and rock and roller cart. Nice, dude. You're gonna love the speakers, but the rock and roller cart is so convenient. And
yeah. I feel like it's overpriced, but it works. It does the job. But I seen like the Rockville ones are also good. I've heard.
Yeah, they're similar. Yeah, I haven't tried them, but yeah, those ones are similar too. But I mean, I think I don't know what the exact price is, but I think it's like maybe $30-$40 or something. Cheaper. I don't know what exactly.
But yeah, Rockville is cheaper. And then this is one just right here. I just wanted to like show. This is a certificate I got for helping the community and things like that as a DJ. So that was like my first recognition as a DJ, and that's my wife. Now you guys know my wife. But yeah, that's all I got with my stuff and how I progressed from how I went from this little, as you guys can see, from this
and sitting down
to this.
Yeah, that's when the big change happened, when you got the totems, honestly.
Yeah, the totems helped tremendously, like huge. Yeah. And
honestly, it was facade. The facade was a big one when you got the facade, and then when you got the totems, those were like the two you could see the biggest steps.
Oh yeah, my IR4s too.
Yeah.
Huge help, because I went from Uking par lights that every single one of them needed to be like cabled, to the best par 50s that were battery power, but they didn't have DMX, and I was not about to buy DMX, like like the dongles for every single one of them, because they're 10, to my IR4s, which are another of my best purchases I've made. So right now you're looking at my best purchases: my 44 G2s, my IR4s, my Wash Effect hexes. Oh my God, those Wash Effect hexes, man! I'm telling you,
those are legit.
Crazy. They're bomb.
I'll say this one, the same thing. The facade, like that white, the Velcro looks weird in this thing. Like it's all.
Yeah, that's a Velcro thing.
I don't know if it's the scrim or if it's because this facade looks like it has a black frame, right?
Yeah, no. So the frame is black, but then the Velcro that goes glued to the frame, half is on the frame, the other half is just out. That is white. The Velcro is white, so that's why you see the white thing here. Yeah, I also don't like it, but I don't see myself buying another facade just because of that. I just use this one like that, and it's fine. I don't really care for it.
Yeah. Smiley says we had a 400-person quinceañera. A friend helped with sound. Oh shit!
6 subs and 4.
6 subs and line array speakers. Bro, send us that setup picture. We'll put it up here. That sounds crazy. That's like concert level.
That would have been, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
6 subs is nuts,
I
bro.
can't remember what brand the subs were, but they were the concert
Yeah,
types.
that's like concert level sound. That's like what those are like the proms that Rick Webb posts with like he put. Remember have you seen the one that he had like 12 subs in front of the stage or something?
Yeah, that one was crazy too.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
All right.
you know what? Hold up. Before you go on, you jump into yours. Let me show you my. So this one.
Oh.
So this one is with my,
Yeah, that's
my
clean,
wedding
man.
setup.
That lavish booth.
Yeah. Now I am not happy. I'm still not happy with the legs. I'm still yet
Yeah,
to
the
find
XM.
like a perfect solution for that. I'm at this point. I think I have to like build my own. I don't know how I get someone to build me a like a type of like a T leg or something, because this I don't like it 100%. But for right now, it works. It makes it does what it needs to do, and it works.
Yeah,
And
so
it
you can pick the one you saw the one Too Legit has, right? Because he like cut it and made it shorter and stuff too, so he could work with it.
yeah, but he spent like $300 on that thing. I'm not
Yeah,
paying $300 for legs. That's crazy.
yeah. You got
I'm
that's the
not gonna
thing.
do that. You know,
The
like that's
bases are expensive.
yeah, that's crazy.
Or
So
bro, I might buy one myself, but I'm pretty sure that the RTP Go like goes down shorter.
see, that's my next thing. I'm not saying I will, but I might look into the RTP Go and see it's if I buy it. I mean, I'm sure I can return it if I don't, if it's not what it does what it needs for me. But I don't know. I just don't see like I'm like in the middle because I don't see the necessity of spending about $250 to $300 for a stand. But also I need one because I'm not happy with this.
Well, that's the thing. If you get the RTP, then if one, yeah, you can return it. Two, if you don't like it, you can use it. If you don't want to use it all the time, you can use it as a lighting stand. And I've also seen people turn it into a photo booth too. Too Legit made a video on that. He made a photo booth out of his RTP stand.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
But hold on, Jason said he sent the basic setup to our email. No lights. Nice, man. Check it out. Let's. Yeah, how about you get Jason's pulled up, and then I'll start with some of mine.
Okay, go ahead. Start with yours and then pull Jason's.
Mine, there's not been as much of a progression.
Wait, you didn't rate my last setup.
Oh shit! What was the last one? Oh, that one. No, that one. Yeah. I mean, with this, I agree about the stand. Like, I think the stand could use improvement, but like just everything and the way everything looked, I would say that was a 10. But yeah, like if there's something to improve in that, it's the stand. Like, yeah, it looks just because the spandex makes it look a little bit like a cocktail table, or like I don't know, the spandex like it doesn't look that great. But I think everything else, the setup wise, everything looked clean, and like you couldn't see a single wire, and everything was spaced out perfectly, and the totems were like stretched out perfectly too. That's another thing with me. It's not like it wasn't all like ruffled and looking weird. All right, here we go. This is the OG. This is the OG setup for me. One Ion speaker from Costco. Those things are amazing, man. And I even got the light on inside the speaker. Look at that.
I just want to say I hate lights on speakers. I hate that thing. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
I agree.
Yeah, that work what you had. You know.
That's what I had, and then yeah. Look, I don't have a light. I mean, I don't have like a stand for my laptop. I will just put it on the ground like that. But I always had a laptop, so that was like my first DJing laptop right there. And then that's my SB3 just plugged into it. And then I had these mics. They're like karaoke mics. But basically, the good thing about the Ion speaker was it had multiple inputs on the back. So I just plugged the mic directly into the speaker also. Because my SB3 doesn't have, like, it's not like the SX, you know, it doesn't have like inputs for microphones and stuff.
Okay, got you.
So yeah, this was my setup. Like this was like a family event, you know. Like no one ever paid me for this setup
Uh-huh.
to bring this setup, but this is how I started.
Pretty much, it looks just like my first setup. The only thing is that you had a speaker stand.
The speaker stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your
One
speaker had
speaker.
lights.
Well, that's the thing, bro. The Ion speaker comes with a speaker stand and a
Okay.
mic.
Okay,
So
my
that's
Gemini
it's
speaker
legit,
did not.
dude.
So
And then all right. So
right,
basically,
so for that one, just because I hate the speaker with the lights, I don't like the speaker. I think it's just hideous.
yeah.
But besides that, like I like the controller and the way they have the computer. Still, it looked kind of neat. Like I didn't see like too many like any cables literally like hanging or anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's just the speaker is hideous. So I give you like a 6 or 7. Those are
6?
fine.
All right. I would say, I would. You're being nice, but now you can really be mean because this one is
Now it can beat you up.
this one, bro. What's crazy? So this was my first paid gig, and this was what I came with. So I got the two EVs, right? But I don't have. What my biggest downfall is what I really needed for this was a facade, because that would have solved 90% of the problems with this setup, honestly. But I had this scrim thing for my table, but look at this shit, doesn't even go down all the way. So you can see all the cables on the ground.
Yeah.
And all the cables behind the table. So that's when I was like, I need some way to cover up all these cables. And then look on top. So this was crazy because I had my mics, the ones on the right, but then this client, they came with 2 of their own mics too, because they were doing some like crazy. They were doing some, I don't know, some like performance or something.
Does it make it bigger? Oh no, that's as big as it gets. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
So then even on top of my shit, so many wires and like rat's nest on top and on the bottom, bro.
So okay. Woo! I see the progress. However, progress went up, neatness went down.
So basically what happened is I got more equipment, but then because of the more equipment, there was more stuff to manage. So then that's where it got crazy.
Exactly. So look, for me, this one is like a 2, bro. I'm like, that's bad. Like the cable management is bad. Like it's like everything is like from far away. It looks like it's like a hot mess.
Yeah. So let me show you. Let me show you another angle of that one. Yeah, this is embarrassing, man.
Smiley and Jason, you guys feel free to like rate it too. Rate our setups. Feel free, man.
Here's a video.
Hurt our feelings, man. We're putting ourselves out here.
This is what it looked like live. Look at me. I'm even zooming in on it.
Dang, Jason said 0.5. not even 1.
Damn.
Hey,
man, this is.
I say it's a 2, but yeah,
2, but right, you got a 2 and you got a 0.5. All right. Also, wait, Smiley and Jason sent theirs, so see if you got it in your email.
I got Jason's already.
All right, let's do theirs next, and then I'll get my next one ready too.
Okay, so let me go ahead and show Jason's real quick. We're gonna do this one first. All right, so that's Jason's the first one.
Ooh.
Yo, Jason, that's not fair, man.
That's clean, man.
Yeah, that's not fair.
There's nothing.
I wanna see your first ever setup, like when you first started, you had nothing. That's what I want to see. This one is a progression already. I mean, I know you had Jimmy to guide you and help you, but
yeah, I don't know if this was his first setup, but if this was your first setup, it looks great, man. If you did this as your first setup.
Yeah, if it's your first setup, yeah.
If this is your first setup, that's a 10 for a first setup, because you have your cables are clean. You have the booth. It gives you like this. Everything is clean behind it.
Mhm.
You even got the sticker on your laptop to like make it all look pro. Like this is if this is a first setup, that's a 10 for sure.
To me, the only thing is, and it was the same thing that was happening to me, is that I don't like the black and white, because I know it gives you that tuxedo look, like I said.
That's
with my
what you
moving
said.
head.
That was literally what you said, bro.
But I said because of my moving heads, not because of my not because of
What do you
my
mean? Oh,
fabric.
the scrims.
Yeah, because of the scrims. So I don't know. I don't know if I would put black and white. Like I see why, because it gives you like that tuxedo setup, a look. But I'm not like 100% sold on that
So you think
tuxedo.
the scrims should all match?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe some OCD stuff. I don't know. But
Yeah.
to me, they should all match.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean, to me in general, like whether it's the scrims, like if you have white scrims and white speakers and like that stuff should match up. But like yeah, for the stuff that you have here, I think like
yeah.
there's
So
nothing to really say
yeah,
about this one.
no, it's the setup is pretty good. But this is most definitely, or at least me. I don't think this is like one of his first ever setups. This has to be in like you already have some some time under your belt.
Yeah, but that looks good. That looks good, man.
Yeah, and then we have another one here. Let me stop this one and let
Now
me
he
show.
says his first setup was CDs back in the day, lights on the floor of the stage.
I would love to see that.
That'd be interesting to see.
And then this
I
is the other
practiced
one.
2 months. Oh, whose is this? Is this Jason?
Yeah, it's Jason.
Dude, that looks nice, man.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this better than the speaker, the scrims on the
And the other
stands,
one. Yeah, me too.
because this is nice because you're hiding. You still the speakers like the wires and the stands are all hidden, but like I personally I don't like the look of the speaker scrims, so that's why I never use them. But this you get both too. You basically get the coverage like as if you're using a speaker scrim, but it's all behind this clean
Same
facade.
with me. I hate speakers, scrims, but at the time, as I was progressing, it looked like the best thing to save all the cables, to hide
Yeah,
all the cables. But then after that, that's why I was huge on like moving away from point source, because you need either the speaker pole or a tripod or something. The 44 G2s, you don't need none of that. So it's just like much cleaner setup. This one, it's a very nice setup. This one I give it a 10. This one is like, it don't even look like it's plugged, like the speakers.
yeah.
Like
I don't even see any cables at all.
very very neat. The only thing, and you guys, I said this so many times on my videos, and unfortunately I also have one, but
Good boy.
the tree lights, the gig bar, I don't like that. I hate
Yeah,
that. But it works, it does the job, and it's simple to set up and it's quick. So
yeah.
I
No, this looks great, and actually the white uplighting also looks really good on the facade. There, Smiley said for back to his first setup, he practiced 2 months to DJ his sister's quinceañera, first ever gig. That was the first time I ever did any type of DJ gig. To this day, people say they haven't been to a dope party like that. That's dope,
okay.
man. Dude, I honestly like people tell me that too. Like sometimes when you start DJing, like sometimes that you just have that like raw like like the right songs to play. Oh shit, this is Smiley?
Yeah, that's Miley.
Oh damn. Oh, this is the one?
Yeah.
Wait,
Hey, but
this
this subwoofers, they're passive. They're not
yeah,
active.
this
There's no way. These are passive.
damn, bro.
Yeah, but that's huge.
Yeah, those are huge. Yeah, I don't know what brand those are. Those are probably like from the 70s or something. But
Yeah,
they look like they bump though, yeah.
those are very old.
Damn, dude. All right, yeah, those are big.
Hmm. So
But what I would say is I don't know what the biggest thing. I mean, I don't know what the goal was for this event, you know, like what type of event it was, but like the mismatched
Look at that
covers.
cable. This cable right here is.
Yeah, the mismatched table
From
covers
the-
and then the big yellow cable in the front. I mean, that we probably could have ran that from the back, right?
But see,
Oh, yeah, I don't know
that's
what kind of event this was that people are going to be looking at you or what.
that's another. What he said was a 15.
Oh, this was a Quince. This was that same one. Huh?
But you know, that's a lot. This has a lot to do with the type of equipment that you're bringing. You're bringing this big as probably passive speakers with this whole bunch of cables, and everything is being controlled with this guy right here. Yo, Smiley, which one are
Mm.
you? Which one of these three is you? But anyways, everything is put here, and there's nothing to cover that. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so that takes points out. But like, and then
Dude, this
what?
lighting thing is crazy too. There's like how many fixtures are on here? Like 15. Is that yours too, Smiley, or is that the guy?
8, 9, and on the top there's more. God, damn, that's a lot.
Damn, bro. Yeah, these speakers are like crazy. Dude, those probably weigh like 500 pounds. Can't imagine how heavy those ones are. Oh, Smiley's not in the pic.
He's not in the pic. That was like, wow. Okay, so here's another one. The Jason's first setup. It looks, Jason. It looks the same as the other one.
Oh,
Hold on, let me bring it. Yeah, it looks the same as the other one. So I don't know.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's your first gig, man. That looks good. But see, that's the magic of a facade. I know he said he said he doesn't like the large facade, but dude, that's what I'm saying. Like imagine my first setup. If I just threw a facade in front of that,
It covers
like
everything.
everything is this is a 8 or a 9, you know, whatever. Like so like the facade when you're starting out, like yeah, it's pricey and it's annoying to move around, which is why I never had one. But that thing will just you know, like cover everything up. You could have a friggin' rat's nest back there. It doesn't matter.
It just saves you so much time because
Yeah.
I bet you take the facade down, all the cables are just hanging, but you can't see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. If you look behind it. But
Yeah,
no,
so
this
that's
is
good.
this is great because you even have
Yeah.
lights. Like for a first setup to have like up lighting. Like it's the right type of lighting too. You know, it's not like you just have the jellyfish like on your facade. Like this is the right type of lighting for that.
Hey, okay, you know, we're off my setups, okay? Like jellyfish.
Yeah, that's why the jellyfish was on my mind. So I'd seen it so many times. No, but like you know what I mean? Like this is the right type of lighting for a facade too, you know. So
Jason, how much money you pull out like for like all this? Like, you know, when you decided to start doing DJing, how much money did you put out? Because the reason why my setup looked the way they are in progress is because I didn't have any money and I just had to do what I could with the money I was earning with DJing. And because I already, like I mentioned before on, you know, my videos and also on the lives, everything that I have now, it's been with the money of DJing. I don't mix my regular job with my DJ money. It's completely different. And everything that I've owned, it's from, you know, from DJing. I never took any money from my personal life kind of type of thing.
yeah.
Invest. So you have had to put some good investment on this.
Yeah,
'Cause
or maybe either that or you like if you borrow like somebody's equipment. But hold on, Jason already hold on. So I'm gonna go through these. Smiley says his table was a black table. The sound guy had the lighting and sound. Yeah, he says on the picture. Setup was brutal, definitely. And then shoot that day, we just took hooked up to. So that was mainly the other guy's setup. And then, okay, Jason says he watched Rick Webb's startup video and then got the facade and used that from the beginning until he got the rock booth. Yeah. No, so it sounds like maybe he got the facade, but I don't know. But I think those are the JBLs too. So those could have been the same.
the do they sell a 6 panel facade, or you had to buy two?
I think you buy the 4, and then you can buy the additional panels. Then you attach them together.
Yeah, they're JBLs.
Yeah, that's a good dude. Honestly, like that would be a good for somebody starting out. It's like, you're not gonna have the cable management, and you're not gonna know all that stuff. So just if you have the budget, you can buy a facade, then that'll cover 90% of your issues with setting up.
Yo, when I started, man, just buying the controller that was $250, it was a mission. Like I didn't have literally, I was broke.
Yeah, and like you said, like we're not thinking about how it looks when you start off. So
yeah, I just wanted something that I can. Woo!
Yeah,
boy,
there you go.
Hey, now
he bought like 44G2 money into the startup.
That's crazy.
No, but that looks great, man. I mean,
okay, Rogo panel facade.
For it being the first setup though, because that's like I said, like you can have the equipment, but like you might put the uplights, like you might not put it behind the facade. You might put it somewhere like weird, or like do something. But you also, put the uplights in the right spot, and
you want to take in consideration that Jason, when he actually started DJing, there was more people in YouTube putting gig logs and videos talking about this stuff. When I started, I think like Bart was the only one, and he was just starting to post videos. Because I remember the first video that I saw from Bart was his first quinceañera, where he didn't even have a facade.
Yeah.
And the first video he ever made. That's the ones I started watching. And
well, I have no excuse then, because when I started, I was watching YouTube videos, but my setup still looked like that. So,
well, it also depends on like how you want to the money. The money takes a lot in here, and your decision making, and how you want your setup to look. Again, if you are in the if you don't have like Jason, he was blessed to have 6,000 to invest, and thank God that now it's projecting. It's giving him the rewards that the hard work that he put into. Now it's paying off. But some other people like don't have those 6,000, 5,000. Shit, look, Smiley started out with 1,000.
Yeah, for 1,000, bought his cousin's DJ equipment with airlift stands, $100 lighting tripod truss. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean you bought lighting at the beginning. Yeah. My lighting was just the two. I don't know. In my picture, you could see them, but you could see those two little things I had on the speaker stands.
Yeah. So like. At least for me, every time I had a gig, I had to ask different people to let me borrow things because I didn't have the money to buy them. But
yeah, that's why on yours you can really see the progression too. Like you can see how it went from like nothing, and then you slowly build it up. Oh yeah, no man, I know. I wouldn't show that. I knew what I was getting myself into when I'm showing that one. So that one was just for fun, because it's more like look at where I started, and I thought I will. And oh, get this, that one was actually a wedding, that event, if you believe it or not.
Oh,
it was a backyard. It was a backyard wedding. Like they had already gotten. Yeah, it was in the backyard. But it was a backyard wedding, but it was a wedding, and I did that. And I still got a 5-star review from the bride, and they were trying to hire me for another event just because the music part was good. The music was good. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's just like I'm like I look back at that, and let me show you. Like I totally I know it's bad. That's why I'm showing these ones, because it's funny.
And Jason, by the way, you said 0.5, not 0.2. Yeah, 0.5. So you just took 0.3.
He took 0.3 off. He took 50% off on that one. All right, so this is another of my early setups.
Can you zoom in? Oh no, it's a video. You can't zoom in.
It's a video. I'll show another picture, but basically this one, the reason I'm showing this one is because look what I did. You don't see any speakers in this one, right? Because when I got there, they're like, okay, you have to set up here, and I'm like, well, if I put speakers next to me, it's going to be blocking the doors, and these were the doors that people were walking in and out from. So what I had to do is I ran. Oh, actually, look, I'm going to go closer so you'll be able to see a little bit. Yeah, look at that. I even have a hat. I have a hat on the table. And then there's people. And then, okay, I ran the speakers all the way around. And look, I set the speakers up over here.
How much cable did you use?
Bro, look at this. I taped all that down. And look at that cable.
That's crazy.
And then I did this over here. Second speaker.
Whew. Yo,
So,
that's a lot of cable.
So yeah, I'm obviously this tabletop setup is whatever it is. It looks like crap. But this was one of my first events too, like probably my second or third. And I was proud of this one because I literally ran the XLR all the way around the perimeter of the whole venue.
Mhm.
And then so I could put the speakers in front like that.
Did you use the black edges to like for the cable to like tape to add tape on it to like
Yeah, I had gaff tape, so I gaff taped it down.
Okay, but you used the edge to camouflage.
What do you mean the edge?
You see the dance floor, the edges or the
Oh
dance floor?
no.
Did you
No,
use that?
I went all the way around, like, hold on.
Oh, or all the way around the wall?
Yeah, the wall, all the way around the wall, bro.
Damn.
So
Oh, you tripping.
yeah, that one took a long ass time, but I was like, you know what? Like that's what this venue, like that's what it really needs to be. But yeah, look at my table. This shit is crazy, dude. So I have my mics. You can see my mic. That's my GTD mics here. And then my laptop, my 12 channel mixer, and then my SB3. And then these are like the boxes and stuff I would bring equipment in. And then I ran an XLR all the way from the mixer all the way around the room to the front.
You know, at that point, I don't know if like running all that cable is better than just Bluetooth.
Well, you can't. I mean, if I had the X Vive or something, I could have. I didn't have X Vive back then. I just still don't have one. But Bluetooth, I can't play it like from my mixer. And even if I did like a Bluetooth device, there's like a delay with Bluetooth. That's why I don't like Bluetooth.
Yeah.
But hold on, Smiley saying for that setup, someone said it wasn't worth $1,500, but we had the dance floor pack that day. The 4 tops are worth $6,000 alone.
Oh no! It like just looking at it, you know that those stuff that's expensive. Like those 4 subs, that's crazy. And those 4 subs are like half of the money already.
Yeah, that's. I wonder what brand those are, because those are probably. I also just bought a flight case for my Rev 5. Yay! eBay strikes again. He got a flight case on eBay for $230. Nice, man.
Let me show this one again. Yeah, I don't know what brand this is. It looks like cones.
Maybe it's probably a brand that we know that got rebranded. Oh,
but this is an old brand. This is a really old speaker.
PV, I know what PV looks like. I know what the logo looks like. It wasn't
PV.
No, that's crazy. But I don't know how he carried those in. That's what's crazy.
No, they use dollies. They
Mm.
use dollies for that.
Yeah, you have to have a trailer for that kind of stuff.
Speaker manufacturer with a cone as a logo.
Mm-hmm.
Turbo sound? No, it can't be.
Oh, is it a turbo sound?
Usonics? No. Could it be turbo sound? Speaker manufacturer with a cone as a logo. I don't even know if it's a cone, bro. But it looks like a cone to me. Speaker manufacturer for subs passive with a cone as a logo. No, this is RCF. It could. I don't know.
No, that maybe that brand is out of business now too, bro.
Could be. So woofer was used for. What about this one? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't show. I'll be interested though to figure out. Yeah, probably they're out of business or something because it's old. But oh, that's my okay. It's not a cone. It's a speaker. If you look at it sideways, it's a speaker. Like from
No,
here.
but I've seen subs that look like that because that's basically the right side is where like the air comes out of.
Yeah, well, no. Majority of the passive speakers, they subwoofers, they look like this. They all look like this. They're the same build. It's just
Bro, I
like
bet that was freaking loud as hell though. That's crazy.
oh yeah.
I wish. Yeah, it'd be
Again.
interesting to. It'll be interesting to see what the room looked like too for that one. Because how much space there was you're trying to
I
fill.
wonder
With
if it was, yeah, I wonder if it was like really long or what.
yeah.
Oh, that's another setup. Okay.
Yeah, and then this, so you could see the growth now. You can see that it's basically I have the same stuff, but I got this table cover, which really helped me out a lot because this one I could hide cables behind the back.
Okay.
So it's basically the same setup as the first one, like my very first one, except now I have this table cover. And then those are like my first like uplights, but I just like stuck them down there just because I didn't know where else to put them.
Oh, but it looks way cleaner than the first one, regardless.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
It's mainly because of that this is the same table and table cover I use today. You know that the black one that I have like that I put my lavish booth on. It's the same one.
Okay.
And so, that one is
this one is nice. The only thing that I will like say about this one is the jellyfish lights under the speaker, just like my spider lights. They should go.
Those are my first lights.
But the CLXs don't have anything to put it on top.
Yeah.
So
that's why that was the first light that I sold these because look at them like look at the effect too. It's just dots everywhere.
Just like the spider lights. It would,
so it's
like a bar.
Those ones were I bought them. Like I said, those ones I bought, they were the cheapest. Like they were the cheapest dance lights I could find, and I just needed some dance lights, and I just bought them. So that's I got rid of them as soon as I could.
Also, same thing. Like once I was able to purchase the Wash Effect hexes, I was like, okay, the spider lights gotta go. So I don't use it anymore.
Now, then, yeah, I mean, you've seen. I'm trying to see a good one to show.
Let me see what Smiley say. Any of y'all still have the older lights? I've been renting mine out to small bands and upcoming DJs for like 150 to 250. I do still have my spider lights, and every now and then I don't rent them. I just let my friends borrow it when they want it. I don't rent them. I've only rented it like twice, to be honest. So.
But do you do like what type of lights are they? Like car lights or like with the stands too?
The spider. Well, if they need.
I wonder how much would someone pay for just like. I doubt. I mean, it probably depends on what kind of lights they are, right? Because if you rent the jellyfish out, I don't think people are going to pay you $150 for that jellyfish or my jellyfish.
Yeah, nah, I don't know.
So you probably if you have nice older lights. All right, let me show you what I do. This will be my last one because then to just show what I was doing. This was at the end of my first year DJing professionally. Now I didn't do this setup obviously because I don't own this stuff, but I did a big wedding and I contracted with this guy I knew to do this setup, and it's pretty nice. So what he had is, and these are the movers I've been trying to say, Diego, that they cast the prisms are so much wider than the ones on both MH150.
Which one are those?
These are the Chave Intimidator. I don't know
360.
exactly which one they are. But look, so you could see, you could see them up top on the ceiling, but then even farther away from up there, the pattern still shows there.
Yeah.
Which with the
prism is different.
MH150, it would literally just be like right here. Like it doesn't expand as much.
Oh, okay.
And what's crazy, so like we talk about the boat lighting IR4s, but
Yeah.
each of these was literally one uplight. And look at how freaking, I don't know what uplights this guy had, but they were crazy powerful. Each of this is one uplight, and there's no way the IR4s are not this bright. So he had some crazy power. They were way bigger, but they were powerful, and they really like.
Could they be like the S6?
No, I've seen them on. If you go on the boat lighting website, they're like the bigger square ones, but they're like flat surface and like really, really big.
Okay.
So and then so basically it was two moving heads. This was like a 12-inch top, and then he had 21-inch subs. So this was a 21-inch Yorkville sub on each side.
God.
That shit. Those things are $120 each. I mean, 120 pounds each.
But, without you have to rent it without DMX. Like, there's no way unless you're gonna be there present. That's gonna be extra charge.
Yeah. So that's the guy. With no DMX. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I don't own any of this, but then this was the setup that I DJ'd on like by the end of my first year there. But this is what I want if I buy moving heads and stuff. Like this is the type of like effect that I would want, because I've seen the MH150 and it's just like, I don't know, it's just too narrow. I think it would make more sense to put up the extra money and buy like the better spot moving head. But the boat lighting washes are good. Those are like, just like any other wash moving head if you bought them.
Yeah, I was looking into probably buying the wash moving heads, but then I was like, I already have the wash effect hexes.
Yeah, you have the wash effects. But the spots, dude, honestly, look for or if boat lighting makes an upgrade or like sheds or something, because one that has more prisms than, I think the MH150s only have like 3 prisms.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. I was looking at sheds for an eight one, the one with the eight prisms. Faucets or whatever. So
that would probably be super wide then.
Yeah, and it's a big one. It's a big light. But in this one, look, remember we were talking about. Let me show my screen real quick. I think is this one. Yeah, this one. Remember how you were mentioning that this one's in the front should be a little lower?
Yeah.
So you see this guy in the blue?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm already taking all this part because the wall is right there, literally right there. So look at the guy in the blue, and then look at the dance floor.
Oh,
from the guy in the blue to the guy in the black. That's how small it is.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. So and it says that 120 or 150 people can fit in here supposedly. And I'm like, yes, without tables, but people gotta sit. People gotta sit and eat.
Dude, yeah, that's insane, man. How is everybody sitting like that? Dude, if the person in the back has to go to the bathroom, they get screwed.
It was a mess. Like people in the back here, like next to the window.
Yeah, they're trapped.
They're trapped. They had like a really hard time to come out. Yeah. And then like obviously like look how small the event is.
Yeah.
So,
dude, that's crazy. Oh, and Smiley said he's looking at newer spotlights. The prisms for Xiaomi Intimidator lights make me not switch. Oh, so you have Intimidators already. I haven't seen other spotlights with prisms like that I like. Yeah. I mean, dude, if it's not broken, if you like that, and if you have the Xiaomi Intimidators, those are with prisms like that, then you don't really need anything else.
Yeah, I'm honestly just looking for 2 moving heads that I can upgrade my pros, because I just want to use my pros for like smaller events. I need something for my like bigger wedding.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The boat, you saw the boat lighting came out with the battery powered spots though, right?
I heard about it, but I don't know about those, bro. I don't know about those. Because
What?
Shed has their own too. Sheds and
Battery
like
powered?
Big Topper too, battery power. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. I think it's.
I only saw the both lighting ones.
No, there's another brand that has their own too.
But that what that means is more and more
More to
battery
come.
powered are going to come out. So it's just a matter of time. You just had to wait, and then there'll be more and more powerful battery powered moving heads coming out.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
definitely.
Smiley's right, dude. With the first dance, like when you're trying to spotlight with it, you need to have you need to have it cover a big space and a big prism. That's what the prisms can really help with.
That's exactly exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Because when I use the MH150s, like this guy that I contracted,
Uh-huh.
we did the first dance, but it would like half of their face would be covered by the light, and then it would move, and like it never covered the couple fully, so it didn't look good, you know, like it didn't have a good effect for the spotlight.
And exactly because of the same thing of like when you're looking at the spotlight, you want it to be like if you can turn the prism and get
Yeah.
like the 3 or 4 circles from one, and then 3 or 4 circles from the other spotlight.
Yeah, then it'll cover them.
Yeah, it gives like the literally the spotlight that you're looking for.
Yeah.
But like the Powder Pro literally is just like one dot.
Yeah, it'll be like one thing, and then like half of their face or half their body will be white, but the other half will be still in the dark.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm looking to avoid.
But yeah, all right, I gotta run though. I already overstayed my my usual time. Almost 7. Oh, for me it's almost 10. For you guys, almost 10:30, but for me it's 7:30.
Oh dang!
Yeah, that was fun, man. That was funny. I like how my favorite was my score getting cut in half.
Oh yeah, hold up before you roll out, just real quick. See in here in this one, I do have it like that lower.
Yeah, it looks good.
But here, because the spotlight, it was perfect because the dance floor was farther out.
Yeah,
so that was perfect. See,
that looks good, man. That looks good.
That's where the dance floor. That's where the dance floor is, and everything is.
But see, that's the thing. You can't put the wash FX lower because then it's like gets in people's eyes. So the only option you have is the moving head.
That's why I put the moving heads full up front. I can lower those, and those are just just fine.
Yeah.
And then oh Jason, if you're still there, this is how I started doing the dancing on the cloud.
You're putting like warm water too, right?
Yeah, well, if you do warm water or hot water, then it's faster. It takes maybe like 30 minutes for it to like warm up. Not hot water. If you do hot water, it takes about 30 minutes. If you use warm water, about like I want to say maybe like 35 to 40. But if you use like the really hot water, it should be faster. If you use cold water, then obviously it's gonna take. I think it takes like 45 minutes if you use both plugs, because the Nimbus has 2 plugs. If you use both, it's 45 minutes. If you use a regular just one plug, it's gonna be an hour and a half. So, but yeah.
Nice, man.
All right, guys. Yeah, it was definitely it was fun talking about our setups and how we came up from our humble beginnings. Always good to take care of, to remember where you start from.
To see how far you've come, and even just like even now, I bet when you look back on your setup now versus in a year or two, it's gonna be the same. Like, oh, now look at how much it's grown since then.
Yeah,
I think it's important to look at your thing critically and look at your setup critically and see like where you could make things better.
Listen, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
Always. So there's always room for improvement, and never take any, like I said, any comments or anything like that in the wrong way. They might be people that say it in the wrong way, but they don't mean harm. They just want to help you. Yes, it could be said different ways, but that's the way they choose to do it. And as long as you're happy with what you have, and the progression that you have gotten, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like we're talking about setups because we're DJs, but like we all said with our first events, the crowds are always, they don't give a shit. Like, what,
Yeah,
as long as the music's good, the party's popping, like that's the most important thing. So
I mean, you seen how I started, and obviously the music was the thing that was working, because not the setup wasn't working. it was that. But all right, guys.
So just to wrap up this, Smiley said he adds hot water, and then Smiley actually brings water in containers and doesn't leave it up to the venue. That's smart, man. Just be completely self-sufficient. Then you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, but that's extra things that you gotta carry in your car. I don't have, look, when I go to an event and they get my big package, I don't have space. Like, people needs to go like on the top. He goes on the roof of the car because I don't have space for anything. So if I had like a work van or US SUV, an SUV, like a bigger SUV, then probably I can add more stuff. But right now, with everything that I put in the car, it's like to the dime. It's already all the way up there, and that's why I want to put more things in there. But yeah, all right, man. We'll go ahead and check back with you guys next week, and we'll go from there. And if you guys have any comments, concerns, anything, or any topics that you guys want us to touch or talk about for the next episode, let us know, and we'll go ahead and touch on those. If not, then we'll go ahead and bring up something for you guys. All right.
So let us know, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Peace.